Spend a prep day with me. I run a roadside honesty stand that's open one day a week, every Saturday, and this is my Thursday. I started off by getting all my cookie dough out of the freezer. These are my dark chocolate and sea salt cookies, and I had about 100 of these to bake, so they were one in, one out for a couple of hours. I do try and get all my cookies baked on one day and packaged on one day, just so that they're one thing that's ticked off the list. They last much longer and stay good for way longer than something like cake and other baked goods, so they're perfectly fine to be baked a couple of days before sale day, especially as they all get packaged. They just stay fresher for way longer. The night before this, I made all my butter and washed it and everything, and so today's job was to, firstly soften it up because it had been in the fridge overnight, so it was rock hard. So I did get it out first thing in the morning to bring to room temperature first, and it was afternoon by this point when it was soft enough to actually work with, and it was just a case of flavouring it all, weighing it all, package, label, etc. I did 3 flavours this week, which was just regular salted, hot honey and black garlic. My kids got hold of this pink ribbon and unravelled it all, so I was on a mission to use all that up just so that it wasn't a mess. And I do every now and then get comments from people saying, why do you spend so much time doing your packaging? Obviously I do enjoy putting a little ribbon or nice stickers on things, and yes, it doesn't need it, but it's something that's quite important to me. I'm very particular about how I want everything to look, and I think even though I'm like a tiny business, I think branding is still very important, and once you've set a standard, you have to keep that standard constantly, hence why I will continue to be putting bows on everything. These are the jam on toast cookies, which all get rolled in some blended up jam on toast before baking, and with a big blob of jam on, and then when they come out of the oven they get white chocolate added to them as well. I always get so many comments saying you should get the kids to sticker all your packaging, and honestly I've done it a couple of times. They've tried to help out, but half of them put them on backwards, they'll put them on upside down, they get their grubby little fingers all over the packaging, and I'd rather just do it all myself. By this point the dark chocolate cookies had cooled enough and the chocolate had set enough for me to package them all up, and they as always get put into bags of 6 and into singles. And after a while all my jam on toast cookies had been cooked as well. There was roughly about 100 of these as well, so they also needed packaging. I try and change up the cookies that are on every week so you don't get the same ones every single week, and this coming week I've got a new flavour coming as well, just to keep things interesting. I think it might get a bit boring if I just do the same things week in, week out, and also it just keeps it more interesting for me because sometimes I want to try new things. The next flavour on the menu was the first cookie I ever sold, which is my regular chocolate chip. This is my little surgical procedure when I get a Siamese twin cookie. If you've got a cookie cutter the size of the cookie you want and they are still warm out the oven, just use that to separate them. I've got everything packaged and that was me done for the day, ready for my big prep day tomorrow.